Well, I am back again, beautiful, precious ones. I wanted to display this meal that I prepared yesterday. I went to Walmart to purchase some oxtails, but they didn't have any. Well, 2 weeks ago, I drove probably was about 35 miles because they showed on social media that they had fresh oxtails. And so I said, well, I'll get me up some. And I went there, and lo and behold, most everything was frozen. And plus it cost more than, right up there, the same amount as Walmart. So Walmart didn't have the oxtail, but what they had was beef cheek. And I purchased one several months ago. So they had one for $9 and I got it. Anyone that's familiar with the jaw of the cow is very fatty. So I had to cut all that fat off, and then I boiled it. Then I cut some more off, but I didn't discard the juice. What I do is I, put it in the fridge and let the fat float up, and then I discard the fat, and then I keep the broth. And I had just cooked a little rice. I didn't cook it all the way done because I knew I was going to be heating it up. So this is beef cheek with red peppers, celery, and onions, and fresh garlic. And I baked some sweet potatoes, and I had a few cabbages left. And I always keep a salad ready. And I had cooked some pork ribs. And this is stuffed mushroom. And when I tell you, it is the star of the show. So I have one. I ate one last night. And I have one left. And these are the large portobello. So I'm going to go back to Walmart and purchase 3 more because I have some more fillings. So in this filling, I cut the stem of the mushroom up. I cut up some spinach and some red bell pepper. And I added cheese and a little bit of sausage. And I sprinkled over the top some breadcrumbs. So, bread is my problem, but I'm trying to get away from it. And I have avocado. I like avocado in my salad. And I have some green tea and water. And so I'm getting ready to eat. I don't think I'll be able to eat all of this. So I just put it in the microwave and finish it up when I get back, But so I just fixed myself a buffet. Last week, I ate what I had left over. I ate a lot of soup last week. Oh, my goodness. What else did I have? I just ate leftovers. Beans, I haven't eaten out I haven't purchased it. Chinese food is the only thing that I would buy and I take out. I put on the glove, fix it, because all those different hands. See, the older I get, the more that I'm realizing things. But it was COVID. I became aware of a lot of things when COVID happened. You take I go through self-checkout, but if I have to go through the line because self-checkout is so long, then when I get home, I wash everything down. Because all those, it's germs everywhere, y'all. And trust me, I'm scornful, but I'm not the cleanest somebody. Trust me, I'm not. It's just that what goes into my stomach, if it don't, I get nauseous. Anything I put in my mouth that's unclean, I get nauseous, So for that reason, I'm particular, I am. So I just wanted to show my food here. Oh, my God, my God. The only thing up here that my husband would eat would be the sweet potato, the cabbage, the ribs. And if I was to take the veggies out of that, out of that rice and stuff, he would eat that. He was very picky. Me, and I want to advise you to go, have your checkups. I had said this year I wasn't going to spend all that money having all these checkups, paying the part that I have to pay. And I waited right to the end of the year, and went and Well, things is good. My vitamin D is low. That's about it. But I granny got to lose some weight, and I know putting all this right here in my belly is not gonna help. But I have a lot of good stuff on this plate, and I'm dressed. Somebody say if you turn the phone around, which makes sense. But if I turn it around, ain't no telling what's gonna be seen because warming up this food, I had to, the kitchen is not filthy. Trust me, it's not. And if it was the camera wasn't laying on my bedroom, you say, oh my God, what hurricane hit that bedroom? Cause I got, like when you say you're gonna wear one thing, you put it on, nope, 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 so you put up. So I got clothes on the bed, I got clothes on the chair, I got stuff all on my computer desk, but God is good and I'm so thankful. I tell you, service was so awesome. Oh my God. And I'm glad they didn't, so you go to a new church and they, want you to stand up and to say something and all of this and that, Y'all, I don't care to be seen. Only time I care to be heard is when I'm talking about Jesus. Other than that, just leave me alone. I'm gonna just be tell you the truth. Just leave me alone. I don't care to be seen, but I do like the fellowship, I like, I do love fellowshipping. All right, let me get off here and eat this food before it get cold, because I can't believe I've been up here for 6 minutes and 25 seconds. Jesus love you, so do I, and remember, wise men still seek him.